Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlet. Today I have another message for you. So you may be experiencing quite a bit of a mess right now, and so I'm going to be talking about that here today. It's not what you think. You are going through a breakthrough, not a breakdown, but it certainly feels like a breakdown, so I'm going to be talking about that here today. If you are new here, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and come back. I'm putting out daily intuitive messages, and I would love you to be part of School of Scarlet. Okay, so today's message kind of came through mostly in cars. I kept seeing cars today. And so the message that was wanting to come through was basically like we're breaking down in a way. I saw a car kind of just breaking down. And so what happens when we break down is kind of we're in a mess. We can't really go anywhere. We can't really do anything. Everything's kind of messed up. So there might be something happening in your life that might be breaking down. So prior to anything being rebuilt, you have been manifesting some amazing things. And those manifestations are coming into fruition. But before they come and they just arrive, there is a messy breakdown. We do still have to go through that part of life. So what does that look like? Think about when you're remodeling your house. You're gonna have to tear down, the old kitchen, the old bathroom, whatever it happens to be, and it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be under construction, it's gonna create a mess everywhere, and you're not gonna see that new kitchen or that new bathroom until a little bit of time has passed, but you're gonna have to sit in that kind of mess for a while, right? You're gonna have to live around that, you're gonna have to work around that. So that's what I'm seeing here is that, you are manifesting, let's say, that new kitchen. Not that it's a new kitchen, it's whatever you have been working towards. It's actually here and now. It's here and now, but we're not going there just yet. We have to go through this process of the breakdown of, kind of clearing away the old. So you're going to be kind of uncomfortable in this period. It might be that you're losing things that you've been actually pretty attached to, and maybe you thought you weren't attached to them, but as you begin to try to let them go, it's pretty hard. You feel a lot of pain. You feel some pain in your chest. You feel some pain in your body. You feel maybe some anxiousness come up because letting go of these things, being in that mess, in that chaos is a bit painful, is a bit difficult, and that's natural. Allow yourself to feel that pain. Allow yourself to feel that anxiousness. That's what's coming up for you to do. Oftentimes we think about, oh, well, we just have to keep this high vibration. We just have to keep this high vibe. That's not necessarily true at all times. When you're starting to feel this emotion come up of pain, of, anxiety, of even depression, you can be in that for a little bit, but realize that you're not going to stay there. We never stay in one place. We don't stay in that place forever. We're meant to move past it, to move through it. So you're going to be moving through this, and to move through this, you have to experience it. If you don't experience it, you don't actually move through it. You're actually stuck in it. So remind yourself, I'm moving through this, and as I move through this, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it fully, and I'm going to be in that pain. I'm going to experience whatever it is, and yes, it's uncomfortable, but I'm going to make it through. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to get to the other end, and at the other end of this is whatever you've been wanting to manifest. See, you've been on a fast track here of manifesting things, of switching timelines, maybe identity shifting, and as you're doing this, you're going to have to lose a lot of the old. That old stuff can't come with you to your new timeline. So you're going to have to let it go. So this is why a lot of people don't really progress a lot or actually move into their new timeline, because they go back to comfort. So what are you choosing to do? Are you choosing to stay in the comfort, or are you going to move past the comfort and go through this uncomfortable stage of the destruction, of the chaos, of the letting go, and get through it so you can see the other side? So that's what you're being asked to kind of consider. You're being called to do is to go through this. You can do this. You have no fear. Believe in yourself. You can get through this. You've gone through many things in life. Sometimes we think we haven't, but really look at your life. You've gone through a lot of things. And, even when you've gone through these hard times, what was on the other end of that was so amazing, right? And so that is going to continue to happen in your life, bigger and bigger. So I don't know what it is that you have been manifesting in your life. I don't know what kind of identity shifting you've been doing. I don't know any of that, but you know within your heart. And so whatever that is, you're moving towards that. That's what's happening. That's why these things are breaking down, because they don't belong in the new timeline that you're going into. But there is this kind of like in-between period, where You haven't totally come into who you truly are going to be now. You're still hanging on to a little bit of the old. So that old has to fall away. And so you're in between. You're in between like kind of these two worlds right now. But realize you're moving into a new world. And what was old, what you knew, what was safe, that's going away. So you're moving into something different, something unknown. And the unknown can be quite scary. But I'm telling you now, you have nothing to fear. You have everything to gain. You're going through a process of really expanding yourself into more and more of what's aligned to you. It's just a process that we have to feel into, and it is painful to let go of those things that we maybe spent years in. Maybe we spent years in a job. Maybe we spent years in a relationship with someone. Maybe we spent years in a situation of some kind, and now we're kind of called to let go. Or we were living in a certain place for years, and now we're being called to move, or it's in our desire to move, and that's what's manifesting. Whether you want to or not, you've activated that timeline, so now you're being pulled in that direction. Yes, you can go back, but that will be painful too, because you have also realized that you can go to this other timeline, and if you go back to the old, that will be painful as well. So you're stuck in the in-between. What are you going to do? The best thing to do is to go through it. Go through it. So like I said, I've been seeing a lot of imagery around cars. At first, it kind of came through the breakdown. We're going through this breakdown right now. So that's kind of what I'm touching on right now. The other part of it was kind of like that we have a vehicle that we're in right now. You can picture like we're in this vehicle. And we think that we have to plan it all out, how we're going to get there, print out the map, know where to go, all this kind of old school stuff. But the truth is, you don't have to do all that work. Your car is actually self-driving, and you're not even really realizing that. But this is a realization that you're going to come into. You're going to come into the realization that you're actually not having to do all of this. All of this is actually happening for you. And you can actually sit back and allow the self-driving car to take you to that next step. All you have to do is be there, be present in this moment. And like I say, feel into it, go through it, but you don't have to plan the next step. You don't have to stress out about all of these details. As things are breaking down, you're going to have the tendency to want to plan. Your brain's going to go into overthinking, overdrive, thinking, what am I going to do now? I'm losing this, I'm losing that. Let's say you're losing your job, because that's the next step. You got to lose your job to get your new job. Or, you're getting out of a certain relationship because something new is coming in. You're coming into that space of losing something. The ego holds on and overthinks. How am I going to plan for the next step? It becomes very anxious in kind of this survival mode. The survival mode goes into overdrive. But I want you to realize that you can let all of that relax. You can just simply glide through it, go through it, and feel into the emotions, feel into what's happening in this moment without having to overthink, without having to overplan, without having to like spin your wheels. You don't have to spin your wheels. What's happening here is that this is a self-driving car, and as soon as you've decided to go into this new timeline, or you've manifested something different for yourself, you just have to go with it. Just go with it. The next step will arise, and it'll just pop up, and it'll be the perfect thing. You don't have to plan the next step. You don't have to effort. You don't have to come up with the perfect plan. That's a thing of the old past. We don't have to do that anymore. Your car is self-driving. So what I'm hearing right now is like that Carrie Underwood song, Jesus Take the Wheel. So maybe listen to that song today, Jesus Take the Wheel, and feel into that song. Feel into that song and see how it sits with you, because that song's all about letting go. At some point, you have to let go, because you're in this breakdown, because you're in this period of letting go of things. You kind of have to surrender, and that's the best way to go through this, because you don't have to plan it all out. So why would you? Why would you expend all of that energy? Why would you tire yourself out in that way? Why would you do that to yourself at this time, when you can just be going through it? And that alone is enough. So Jesus Take the Wheel. Listen to that song, okay? So that's mainly what I wanted to touch on here today. There's a lot going on, and so if you're resonating with this message already, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what's going on for you. I love to get your messages and just kind of feel into everybody's energy and what's going on. I appreciate your comments. All of your emails and things around this. I also want to present to you that I have an offering for you. It's the intuition course. So I work with people on their intuition. I do one-on-one sessions, intuitive sessions. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out my links in the description and the comments. But what I'm presenting to you today is the intuition course. This course is a group of us that are going to go through this course. And we meet through Zoom, we meet through live sessions, and we work on these things, on our intuition of getting aligned to this self-driving car, awakening to the fact of what this self-driving car is, how there's already intelligence built into everything. You don't have to know it all. Everything is already known, but you don't really know how, but it is. It's already here. You just have to connect to that and go with it. So if you're interested in that, if you want to live, a life that's more at ease, you want to switch from the ego, from the overthinking brain, to just kind of going with it and that next step appearing and being aligned to who and what you truly need to be doing here on this earth, then you're going to want to join the intuition course, and it's a perfect time to join. You can click down below. I'll link that into my comments and description, and I really would love to see you there. So go ahead, don't let your mind talk you out of what the heart's already telling you. If you're ready for this, go ahead and sign up. This is your time to do that. We're moving quick here. We're moving quickly. Like, this is really a fast car too. It's not a slow car. We're not in some rinky dink. We're in our fast car right now, and that's how everything is moving in our universe. So things are going to start breaking down. Don't be scared. This is just how things are. Go through it. Something else is going to come up for you. You're going to be more aligned to who you truly are, those desires you have in your heart. Whatever you've been manifesting, it's here and now. It's about to show up in your reality, but you're in this in-between stage. So stay strong, friends. I hope that this found you well. If it did, if it resonated with you, give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It's a free and easy way that you can help me by just giving me a thumbs up, clicking that like button, commenting down below. Just leave me a little emoji that you like, whatever that you want to do. Thank you so much again for watching. I love you all. I'll catch you on our next video.